Excuse me.
Hail, Metal Nation! It is time for metal promos here on Podcast Them Down. Joining me for the second time in for the year, is that right? For metal promos, is Matt and Doug, and I'm Tim. I am well, but am I as well as our first band? Estonian metal band MALEVA unleashes Sab Malim Otsa, a thrashy mellow death odyssey. Oh, I should mention, we're going to rate these based on how many ears we will be devoting to the item being promoed. So, yeah, look forward to that. All right. Self-released out April 25th, 2022. Okay, either that's a typo or they're late.
Okay. Oh.
Digital CD and
I hope that's a typo.
Mellow Death / Thrash. Estonia. Lineup, are you ready for me to attempt to read some Estonian names? Martiriar.
Yep.
With 2 A umlauts. Priet Saramail on guitar. Ats Rabani on guitar, Margus Neiber on bass, and Pridu Pigel or Pigel on drums. And that first guy was on vocals. The track list,
I hope it's
also in
Pigel.
Estonian. Huku El, Sab Milm, Otsa, Surma Vastu, Talvjab Kestma, Tunella Vid, Unavend, Rahu, Very Ya, Edasi, Musta, Auku, and Tepatud Sign. Okay, so,
I like to imagine you're reading a joke
I
in
might
Estonian.
be, I don't know. So, if my Estonian was terrible, join the patron. And we'll add an Estonian tier, and I will learn Estonian pronunciation. Anyway, for fans of Dark Tranquillity, creator Makoma at the Gates, Omnium Gatherum, MALEVA, the Estonian metal band founded on Muhu Island in 2006, has released its latest album, Samail Otsa. The album was recorded in Tallinn, Estonia in 2020 through 2021 and features a unique mix of thrashy mellow death and mellow deathic thrash. Let me try that again. Thrashy mellow death and mellow death-ish
Hold on.
thrash.
Wait. So they can provide you both
Right.
thrashy mellow death and mellow
Yes,
death-ish
all sung in the Estonian
thrash.
language. The lyrics delve into the
Wow.
themes of history, war, and a collapsing world, while MALEVA's earlier work leaned towards thrash and heavy metal. The latest album adds elements of Finnish-like melodic death metal to their sound. The album was recorded at KO Studio in Tallinn by KO Koppel, who has previously worked with Korpiklani, and name one Estonian band. Because the only one I could come up with is Metzatol. This album is MALEVA's fourth release with previous works, including Kom Laksid Kordsota EP 2016, Hingama 2011, and Laulud Mis Rautud Kivisa EP 2006. The album is self-released and available in digital CD and cassette formats. Get ready to experience the powerful blend of Estonian language and heavy metal as MALEVA takes you on a journey through history and the collapse of the world with Sab Milm Otsa. There you go. Bandcamp is MALEVAofficial.bandcamp.com.
There we go.
I like how all these Estonian bands sing in Estonian, because Metzatol, not in English. So the artwork looks like like an astronomy picture, but it's an eyeball.
God's eye.
Oh, you know what? I can just show you.
Yep.
Why don't I just show you? There you go.
Whoa!
And
holy shit! How does
their
how does that keep
logo
happening?
looks like they should be a hair band.
Okay, yeah.
Even earlier, kind of Blue Oyster cult.
And their promo photo looks like
there's lots of different Malevas on it.
He looks like he had to work late at REI, and then he went out to the metal show. He's wearing a hat.
Huh. I'm not sure they have an Instagram. Oh, wait, there it is. Oh, dear. Not so many followers. Hey, if you want to help out a band, go follow MALEVA Official, and maybe you can bring them to 200.
I'm not sure if we're in a position to be throwing stones at someone's Instagram follower count.
Let's go look at that then. Podcast them.
Yeah, I'm just I haven't listened to any kind of unreformed melodeath in a long time. So I'm intrigued.
Wow.
I'll go even a year and a half.
So
I don't think I've ever heard an Estonian language
fully or
record.
automatically for all Estonian. And I'm gonna go another quarter of an ear because of the thrashy melodeath and melodeath-ish thrash.
But when you can hybridize that both ways, that's impressive.
I'll go up to 1.25 years.
Okay.
And much respect to the Baltic states for leading the way.
Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you MALEVA 1 ear, but I'm going to leave out the possibility of another half an ear if you follow our Instagram at Podcast Them Down. And in return, I will give you not only another half an ear, but a follow back on the Instagram.
And we need it more than you.
Yeah,
so thank you in advance.
That's a tit for tat.
All right. Next, Martiria. No, Martiria.
MALEVA.
Timeless
Martiria?
label. Wait, I think there's a mistake in the email subject. Well, let's just jump ahead. How about that? Artist, Martiria. Release title, Timeless. Label is Scream Loud Records, and Scream Loud is one word. Release date, February 17th, 2023. Digital format, epic metal from Italy. Lineup, Andy Minario, guitars and keys. Rick Anderson on vocals. Derek Maniscalco on bass. Vinny Apice, drums on tracks 1 and 9. That name sounds very familiar. That's why. Umberto Spiniello, drums on tracks 5, 10, 11, 12. Fabrizio Lafalci, drums on 3 and 6. And Maurizio Capitini, drums on tracks 2, 4, and 6. So they have 4 drummers on this album. Track list, King of Shadows, The Ancient Lord, Misunderstandings, The Most Part of the Men, Apocalypse, Give Me a Hero, Ides of March, Arthur, Tsushima, Tsushima, Sashima, Don't Fear the Night, Burn Baby Burn, and Spiral Architect for Lords of Warlord, Black Sabbath, Candlemass, Manowar. Epic metal. Martiria, the legendary Italian epic metal band, has announced the upcoming release of Timeless. It's out now. A compilation of their greatest hits. That's why. It's greatest hits. Spanning their entire discography. Set to release on February 17th via Scream Loud Records. The album features a cover of the iconic Black Sabbath song Spiral Architect. All tracks have been remixed and remastered at the Digital, with 2 L's, studio, with some parts being sung and played by the band. The album boasts over an hour of Martiria's incredible sound, characterized by epic atmosphere and powerful rhythms. Fans of the band will now be able to stream their music on all digitals platforms. The lineup includes Rick Anderson, aka Damien King III from the legendary Warlord, along with special guest the Monster of Drums, Vinny Appice. I know that's not, they're Italian, all right? Black Sabbath and Dio, who appears on a few tracks. Timeless was produced by Andy Minario, and all lyrics were written by Marco Capelli. The remixing and remastering of the tracks were done once again at Digital Studio. There is no Bandcamp. All right, and the band photo looks like when email attachments had like a really low limit, you know, like a meg, so you had to reduce the number of colors in your GIF. But it's got the guy throwing the horns, and then 3 guys in the background looking at the camera. And
and it looks like they're all composited into one image.
Yeah, these people are not standing in the same room.
They could have gone way more epic. And they should have gone way more epic. And then the album cover is great. I just don't know how to describe it. So it looks like the control of a time machine from, like, you know, Jules Verne's Time Machine. And the destinations it's a dial, right? Like kind of like a clock. And it's pointing up to midnight now. And the options from left to right are past 1675, 1775, now obviously, 2075, 2575. So it's in future. And it's not like consistent spacing. Yeah,
and then there's strange gradations.
Tim, so we don't lead anyone astray. It is
what did I say?
H.G. Wells, The Time Machine.
I was just going to give it to him, Doug. But
okay. Yeah, whatever.
Jules Verne.
They're Italian. They don't know.
Yeah,
I'm going to blame them for my mistake. And then you got the band logo, and it's timeless, and there's like a ornate golden border around it, and I don't know, they're traveling through time. All right, so what do you got?
And it's timeless, and it's a compilation. Okay, I get it. You know, 1 year, intriguing lineup. Actually, pretty long history. Some of these records I haven't heard sound interesting, so I like Spiral Architect.
Well, I'm going all the way to 1.9 years. I'm in. Epic metal.
Wow.
There's almost no way this can be bad, and that's where I'm reserving my 10th of an ear.
Okay, I'm going to give it 1 1/4 ear for the conventional release, but I'm going to give an extra 1/4 of an ear, bumping it up to 1.5 for the first 50 because of this note on Metal Archives. The first 50 sales get numbered and signed copies with an official t-shirt and a deluxe box. So for those first 50, it's 1.5 years. But through 51 through 59, 1
All right, last one.
Years.
Paraphilia, the memory of death given, death metal from the United States, self-released, out April 7th, 2023, digital only, death metal, United States. Lineup is all initials. So, interesting. All right. SP, vocals, guitars, bass, programming. KRP, vocals, lyrics. That's right. 2 vocalists. Additional, CL, lead vocals on Eaton. 3 vocalists. And then SB, piano on Fanatical Imperative. Couldn't program the piano. Track list. Oh, God. They got like a medical dictionary. you know, it's like what Inhumation does. All right. coruscation, stelliferous, unmaking, virial. It's not viral, it's virial entropy, supernal rebuke,
Virial.
the memory of death given form, the natical imperative, and then eaten. And if you're like, hey, that doesn't fit with the other band name, that's because it's a bloodbath cover.
Fit.
All right. And it's the best bloodbath song for the record. For fans of Hate Eternal, Devourment, Suffocation, Cannibal Corpse, and Deicide. Paraphilia, the death metal duo from the Pacific Northwest, made their debut in 2021 with the self-released EP Primordium of Sinister Butchery, after being promptly picked up by the Portuguese label Brutal Cave Productions. The band went to work on their first full-length album, The Memory of Death Given Form, comprised of SP and KRP. Maestus Ex Pilorian, which had a guy from Agalok in it. Ex Arkham, but it's not spelled Arkham like Lovecraft, it's spelled differently. Paraphilia's music, quote,
like
Mary's
Batman.
frenzied hornet swarm fretwork and titanic pile driving brutality. According to No Clean Singing, Metal Sucks described them as, quote, the sickest death metal band you'll hear today, this week, this month, and maybe even this year. While GBHBL added that the debut EP showcased, quote, utter carnage of the, quote, face-melting and vomit-inducing variety. The Memory of Death Given Form features 6 original songs and a cover of Bloodbath's classic track, Eaten. The album was engineered in Portland, Oregon. I went to the main Portland accent. Portland! Yeah. By SP with mix/mastering handled by Floor Van Kuyik from Corpse and Anal Stab Wound. The album art was designed by the band. Engineered by SP in spring 2022 in Portland, Oregon. You already said all this. Except for it was mixed and mastered at GLDCHN Studios. Bandcamp is paraphilia.bandcamp.com. They included a high-res version of their logo, with which, if you just glance at it real quick, it looks like the Immolation logo. Immolation, see? And then the picture of them is a grainy photo of them possibly in a graveyard wearing death metal long sleeves. Okay? And it's like overexposed or something. Backlit. And then the album cover, I just showed it to you quickly. If I told you that was an Immolation album cover, you'd believe me. But it's like a space theme.
I would.
It's another astronomy photo. And I don't think it's from the James Webb.
Mm-hmm. No, that is definitely a Hubble if I've ever seen one. Yep.
Look, I'm not going to disrespect them. Not my cup of tea. The super tactical death sound. We'll give it 1 year.
The cover of Eaten gets 1 year alone from me. So, I don't know. There's just so much of this, and this type of music, especially in Maryland, like it's just.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm sick of it. But that's nothing against these guys. It's just, yes, it's very impressive. I'm intrigued by the programming, because is that going to be electronic elements, or did they just sit there with Superior Drummer?
That's true.
Which, no, they do not.
Do they credit a drummer?
But I'll tell you what I don't like from this promo is quotes from No Clean Singing, Metal Sucks, and GBHBL. I don't like any of those blogs. Like, they're all, it's like, okay, all right. So, but the people who eat those blogs up would love this. So, so there you go. Anyway, that brings my total to 1.25 ears. I'll check it out. I expect to be impressed, and then I expect to have it lost in the haze of all the other tech death bands, at least in Maryland.
So I'm not going to lie.
Keep your death metal violent and sloppy. And it should be from Tampa or St. Pete. Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to lie. About halfway through that promo, I checked out and started reading blurbs about carbon technocracy, energy regimes,
Carbon
modern East Asia by Victor
would be a
Seo.
Great album title.
Right, exactly. So I'm going to give Carbon Technocracy 1 3/4 eyes because I look forward to reading it. What are these guys called? Paramore or something? I'm going to give them 3/4 of an ear, but shared between them, that's what? I'm going to give them 3/6 of an ear each. No, that's 3/8 of an ear each. So enjoy that, gentlemen. Good luck going on NASA.gov, finding more album covers. I'm sure you're great. I know you're brothers. Don't keep it a secret. That's all I got.
SP and KRP. I think you're right. All right. Mm-hmm. Angry comments below. Until next time, keep it metal.
A forceful reckoning with the relationship between energy and power throughout the history of what was once East Asia's largest coal mine. Fuck yeah.
All right.